Hi everyone, my name is Waleed and I'm a civil engineer. In today's video, I'm going to show you how we can calculate the volumes from a stockpile. So you can see I am already in a Recap Pro. So first of all, I am going to open my point cloud. So this point cloud has been captured using the drone survey, and then from the drone survey the data has been processed to create a nice point cloud. So in this recap, I just want to tell you that for if you click the right click, then you can orbit it, and if you will do the left click, you are going to select the points like the selection as we do into the AutoCAD or Civil 3D. And then if you will use the middle mouse button, then you can pan around it. So as you can see, this is the stockpile that I want to calculate the volume of, and I am going to select all of these point cloud into this stockpile. So first I'm going to select the fence. I will click on the fence, and then I am going to see the edges from the top angle. And first I am going to start clicking around these points. So I can see there are some of the vegetation. So once you select some of the area, you can just double click. This area has been selected, and I will just zoom in, so that make sure I'm not selecting any of the vegetation. So once I have this point selected, I will press shift and then start clicking to add more points into this area, and then double click, then maybe some more here, and this should be careful so that we don't have any of the unnecessary points. And from this angle I can see that I can have double click again, this will be selected, and then shift press again, and to the edges drawing a polygon like this, and then last point here, and then again double click. And if I will select let's see, and orbit it to see if we have missing. Yeah, we can have this one, shift, and then again start clicking, drawing the nice polygon, and double click, you can see, and then oops, and yeah, now I can orbit it around, so we have a nice selection of points for our stockpile. And then I'm going to add the region. Click new region, stockpile, click OK, and now you can see the color has been changed. From on the bottom right, you can see these ones, and from here we can see the unassigned points and our stockpile that is color greened. And if we don't want any of the other data, and so I am just going to hide the other region, and this is the only region I want, stockpile, and from this one is from the scan regions area. So I only want my stockpile. So I have my stockpiles point selected. I will go on to the home and just click on to the output. I will export it. I will just like I'm just going to put it in my YT and stockpile. I will save it as a RCS file. So RCS file means every data will be saved in a single file. So RCS file, I will save it. It says then you can go, let's go unify my project scans. And now it will take some time to export these point clouds into the RCS format, and then we can import that into our Civil 3D. So I am here in the Civil 3D. First make sure your drawing units, I'm edit drawing settings, meters. So I'm using the meters is British National Grid, because the point cloud I was working on is on the OSGB coordinate system. So that way we will just import it into our Civil 3D, and the selection of points was also OSGB network. So I will click OK, and then I will go to insert, and I'm going to have my point cloud, attach the point cloud, and then we have to go the save location, RCS stockpile, click open. So we are not going to do anything specify on the screen, because we have this point cloud is georeferenced using the OSGB British National Grid coordinate system. We are not going to change any of these settings. So click OK, and we will have a nice point cloud. And to orbit around the point cloud, you will just hold the shift key and the middle mouse button, then you will be able to see this is a nice point cloud that you have in your Civil 3D model. So first I will going to select this point cloud, and we are going to have create a surface from the point cloud, and I will name it stockpile point cloud. So we're going to have the surface from the stockpile point cloud. I don't want the triangulation, but that's all right. And we will go next, and you can see these are the points. So we have already selected our limited points from the recap, so we don't have to change any of these points. As the more dense the surface, it will be more nicer. And also you can have the filter methods that we are not going to use, because this is a point cloud that we want, and we will just click on the create surface. So it says that the select has been processed into the background. So once it will be complete, they will give us the notification. So I'm just going to close this one, and you can see at the bottom right that the point cloud surface has been created as in process. Now our surface has already been created. I'm just going to attach my point cloud. So I have this stockpile. I'm just going to detach. Now I will have only this surface. I will again shift plus middle mouse button to orbit, but it's very, I will just change the surface style to something contours, or because it's slowing down the system, just to the borders. And then we can then change it to something contours, and then slowing down I will just show you into the object viewer to see how our surface looks. Actually it is very dense point cloud, and this is also slowing down a little bit of my PC, but you can see here that we have a point cloud. If I will just change it to realistic, so you can see here a nice stockpile that the points we have selected, and a very dense point cloud. This is also slowing down the PC, so I will just going to close it quickly, and I am just change the style to border as well. Top view. Now we have our point cloud surface ready, and now we are going to need the base surface so that we can compare. And how we can do it is just select your surface, and then extract from the surface, extract objects. It says border, click OK, and then select across the border and click enter, and then it has already selected. Now we have a 3D polyline, and the polyline you can see in the properties is a 3D polyline, that is the surface border, and we are going to use this one uh, as our break line to create at the bottom of the surface. This has comes with the points as well. So now I am going to create a new surface. So go to the prospector window, surface, and then create a new surface. We will name it stockpile base, bottom of stockpile, triangulation. I will just change this one to, yeah, triangular. Click OK. Now we have the surface, but we have to import the data, the definition in our surface. So I will go stockpile base into the definitions, break lines. I will add the break line. I will put as bottom of stockpile. We don't need to change any of the things. Click OK and then select the polyline, 3D polyline, and then we have selected the objects. Press enter. Now you can see we have the base of the stockpile. Now we're going to see it to the model viewer as well. So you can see we have a base for our stockpile as well. We have the stockpile base, we have the stockpile top, and then we have to just make changes to calculate the volume between these two surfaces. So I'm just going to analyze volume dashboard, and then from here create a new surface and name it stockpile volume. We don't need the triangulation, we actually just need the volumes. No display, render material is just asphalt. So from here base comparison is the base surface, that is we have the stockpile base, and then the comparison surface will be the stockpile from the point cloud, and this cut factor and fill factor is leave it to 1.0. That's fine for this work. And if we will click OK, and then it should have our surface. It's creating the surface, as you can see on the top bottom right corner of the Civil 3D. As I mentioned, the stockpile is very dense, and the surface was very heavily oriented, and you can see that this is the stockpile volume we have here. So all is in green, so you can see, so this is the all the fill volume, like 659 is our stockpile volume that we have. So if you want to put this one into the report, you can do it here. It will show you the table. I will just select this table, scale it down so that we don't need this big, that would be fine. So this is a cut factor, and then this is the net volume is in cubic meter. So this is a 658. So it shows the fill volume because we have selected the base surface as the base of the stockpile, and then the comparison is the top of the stockpile. So this shows us the fill. So if we reverse it, for example, we want the base is the top of the volume, and then we want comparison is the base, then it will show us in the cut. The volume will be the same for the stockpiles. So it's on you how you want it. So but in order to calculate the volumes, we have the volume here is a 658 cubic meter. So this is how you can easily have easily calculated your volumes for your stockpiles using the point cloud data. So yeah, this is for now. Thank you for watching. See you into the next video. Peace out.